terms of the different gender identities and sexualities, because lots of times people will identify as something and you'll hear, they'll like say what they identify to you and you'll be like, what's that? I don't know what that is. So we're here to clarify something.
Yeah, so we start with a little bit about gender and sex. Do you guys know the difference between gender and sex? It's so sex is a biological thing. It's your genitalia and your DNA, and gender is purely mental. So gender is like, you know, do you have a Y chromosome or not? Do you have a penis or a vagina? Somewhere in between. And mental is just like, what do I feel like? So that gives rise to the two terms transsexual and transgender. Someone who is transgender is still has all of their birth sex characteristics, but identifies as some other gender. So say someone is born male, but they're now identifying as female, but they haven't gone through any surgery or anything. That person's transgender. And transsexual is when you have gone through a process to change your gender, or are in the process of doing that, which is like hormone therapy and actual surgery. And then FTM and MTF are just like how you describe kind of the more nuanced bits of that. So like FTM is female to male, MTF is male to female. You know, it starts with what you were born as, ends with where you are now. And if you're like, pronouns get a little confusing with this, but the rule of thumb is to use the pronouns of the last letter. So someone who was born female but is now identifying as male, you should use he, him, his, stuff like that. If you're not sure what pronouns to use, you can use they, their, that stuff. That's a good gender neutral one, even though it is kind of plural and makes grammar a little awkward. Intersex and androgynous people are, they have the physical characteristics of both sexes to some extent. So say like they have two X chromosomes, but they also have a penis. That's, or an X and a Y chromosome, but a vagina. And there's various conditions that can cause that. That's only with sex though. They can still identify their gender however they want, and it's about half and half wherever they go, if they're perfectly in the middle.
Okay, androgynous can also, like, there's this thing called androgynous fashion, which is practically, he's gonna like later explain the term agender, and it's kind of that way, but with only sex.
Okay, we can skip to agender for now. It's just so that gets clarified. An agender person is someone who does not identify with the gender binary, so like they don't identify as male or female, and they kind of don't like the whole institution of gender at all. So they just go away from the whole thing. And so, do you want to elaborate on that anymore?
Practically, it's someone who, the way they try to present themselves can also be like not specifically gender.
Yeah, and then cisgender is someone whose gender and sex match up. So like someone who is biologically male and identifies as male, someone who's biologically female and identifies as female. So like me, I'm a male biologically and I identify as male, so I'm cisgender. And that can be abbreviated to cis a lot. So any questions before we move on to sexual orientation?
You said the end result of what gender you are is the pronoun you use?
Yeah. That's just being white.
It's kind of off topic, but